Okay, now so a gf function is elements, whatever the gx value is the elements of R. Okay, the real number can be any real number. So now if I can prove that there is an inverse function for gx, that means it's a one-to-one function. If you can find the inverse function, it means it's a one-to-one function. If one-to-one function, then the domain of the inverse function will be this. You take on the range of the function, and then the range of the inverse function will take on the domain of the original function, which is gx. Okay, now just to prove it, we start out with let y equal to gx. Therefore, I got y equal to 2 plus log x, y minus 2 over 4 equal to log x. Okay, now then let's make it e y minus 2 over 4 equal to x. Okay, now let's look at the, then this become the inverse function of g. Then this, the y become the x, so it's e x minus 2 over 4. Okay, so that this is feasible. Okay, x can be any value over here. Okay, and still doesn't contradict anything. Okay, e to negative value of this, or e to positive, we still can get the value of the inverse function. So not a problem. That means say the g inverse function can be formed. If that's the case, then gx, which is 2 plus 4 log x, the domain x more than 0, range the gx value or the y value can be any value of the real number. Okay, now so if you have proved that you can find an inverse function which will work out to be p x minus 2 over 4. Okay, therefore there's a swap, so the domain will be this become the x, which okay, then the range will take on the domain, so this must be the range, which is g inverse x must be more than the x value. Then the range, which take on the domain, so the range in this case will be more than 0. Okay, the range of this function will be more than 0, so that means g will more than 0. Okay, that's it. Let me see here. therefore the range for the inverse function is more than 0. Okay, so this is become the known domain, or the original function become the range in the inverse function, and then the range in the original equation become the domain of the inverse function. Okay, without you checking out whether feasible the x value, okay, you just reverse the ownership of the domain and range, then you get an answer, provided you have proven it